Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today's video will be a bit controversial. Some of you may not like it, but I'm taking a chance because this one particular topic needs to be talked. So I thought I will cover this in today's video, which is regarding the subject of pessimism. It is kind of philosophical, uh, optimism, pessimism, rationalism, lot of terms we use in our day-to-day life. But when it comes to pessimism, there are few things as investors we should think about, because as an investor, what we are actually looking into, we are looking into the markets, whichever market it is, whether it is Indian market or US market or whichever country, right? So as an investor, what you are betting on? You are betting on the stocks on that particular country. And let us suppose we are talking about Indian scenario, Indian context. We are talking about investing into Indian companies. So as an investor, what you are expecting is Indian companies to perform well, and when the Indian companies perform well, your portfolio also perform well. You will be rewarded for investing into those companies, right? So when those companies are performing well, what does that mean? Directly, that means the economy, our nation's economy is also doing well, right? If our nation's economy is not doing well, it will directly reflect into the performance of the companies. If that is the case, it will directly reflect in the portfolio, right? So all these are interconnected. So basically, as an investor, we have to believe in the ability of our stock market and the ability of our nation, right? We should believe in the growth potential of India. Only then you can make good returns by investing into the companies that are present in the Indian stock market, right? So that's the basic context. I want to give few historical data and also to take you through how optimism or having that belief that India will grow help you as an investor. So I will take a recent example, right? During COVID time, market crashed around 40%, and everywhere uncertainty was there. Nobody was ready to invest, or no, people had no idea what's going to happen. It's completely new for all of us. Lockdown, sitting at home, and economy is completely shut down. Forget about investing, let alone our basic needs are in difficult situation. Do you think people ever thought about investing into the stock market at that time? No, especially during March, April, May, things were very uncertain and nobody was thinking about investing. I'm pretty sure we lived that time, right? But slowly by June, July, things started. Not the COVID, but we understood what's going to happen, how long it will take to recover. Slowly, market was trying to bounce back, and things are slowly getting back to normal in the stock market, right? So suppose, like for example, I started investing during that time. The only thing that I knew that when I learned few things about markets, and everyone, all the seasoned investors, what they talk about is that if you want to be good, or if you want to be a good investor, first of all you have to believe in the India growth story, right? So even I checked the historical data. Whenever there was crisis, we came back from all those issues, right? So I believe that yes, today we have an issue, but going forward we will do well. And I invested into the market. I knew little about the investing and all the fundamental aspect of it, but I knew that one more thing, what I knew was there are blue chip stocks, good companies, high quality companies, nifty 50 companies. If you invest into that, there are chances that those companies going bankrupt will be relatively less, right? So I took good companies as for my portfolio building, and I invested into that, and rest is what you can see that the stock market performed really well after 2020 June, July, and I was a beneficiary of that, right? So I have seen many people talking about again Nifty is going to crash, market is going to crash. I will invest only when the Nifty go down to certain levels, right? If I would have thought like that, I definitely would have missed that rally, right? Likewise, there are many scenarios. Even there was a recent rally after 2024 Lok Sabha election. All the mid and small cap SME stocks rallied to the sky. If people had some sort of doubt that no, this I will invest only when the market crash maybe 20-30%, they would have definitely missed that opportunity, right? Many 2x 3x opportunity would have gone. There were a lot of opportunity at that time. I still remember, right? Even I was a beneficiary of couple of stocks where I got good returns. But people who thinks that economy will go down, or our markets will do, or our markets will perform poor, for them it will be a nightmare to make money out of any market. Forget about Indian market. Now let's talk about, I want to take you to the historical data. So from 2020, I mean 2000, from the year 2000 till 2025, in these 25 years we had three major corrections. One is the 2001 dot-com crisis. One is the 2008 global financial crisis, and 2020 COVID time, right? March 2020. Every time Nifty came back strongly, our Indian market came back strongly. I will tell you how. 2000, in the year 2000, Nifty was trading around 1700 levels. From there, by 2003, during that dot-com crisis, Nifty had gone down to 900 levels, around close to 40-50% correction in that 2.5 years. All the internet companies failed. Our IT services stocks, went down like anything. Infosys and all. Infosys, Wipro. You take any company. Wipro's chart, if you take, there is a sharp uptrend and sudden there is a down move. And to reach that up high, it took another 10-12 years. You can see that clearly in the Wipro's chart. Same with Infosys and many other IT stocks, right? But from the low of 2003 in the 1000 levels, Nifty touched 6000 levels in 2007 end or 2008 beginning, which is a 6x returns in 4 years in an index. That is why that 4 years is considered as the mother of bull market, right? Famously, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala used to tell that 4 years investors made massive wealth from Indian market. Imagine 6x in index. That means, what about the individual stocks? How many times they had multiplied the wealth, right? Then came the global financial crisis. From 6,200 levels in 2008 beginning, it came down to 2,300 levels. That is 60 to 65% of erosion of wealth, right? That is massive wealth erosion if you consider the magnitude of fall. This happened in less than 1 year. So 2008 was brutal. If you had not aware of what happened during 2008, go back and study about the entire phenomena that took place. It's beyond this particular one video, because I have to talk a lot about what happened during that time. My point is that whatever wealth we created, again it disappeared, around 60%. Then from 2008 till 2013 end or 2014, 6 years was very brutal or very difficult for stock market investors. The 6,200 levels that we reached during 2008 Jan, it took another 5.5, 6 years to recoup that level for Nifty. And these 6 years we saw massive corruption issues, 2G spectrum, Commonwealth crisis, lot of corporate governance issues from corporates, lot of issues during this time, and stock market didn't move anywhere. Especially if you take the 2010 to 2013 time, the 3 years also, market was predominantly flat. Definitely many investors would have lost patience and they would have taken out money. In fact, many of them did it, and they might have invested into some other asset class. Then again from 2014, market started picking up, right? And by 2020 again market doubled. We reached 12,200 levels in 2020 Jan. So this is a new all-time high. So when you take the 2000 levels of Nifty, 1900 or 1800, in 2020 we reached 12,000, right? It is more than 6x, 7x again in the 20 years time frame, which is again massive, right? Then COVID crash came, we reached a low of 7,500, which is another 40% correction within a span of 2-3 months. From 7,500 we started recovery, right? And in 2024 November or so, we touched a high of 26,200 levels, which is somewhat 3.5 times in a span of 4 years. From 2020 low till 2024 high, within a span of 4 years, Nifty gave 3.5x returns. I'm not talking percentage terms, I'm talking about the number of times. 3.5x, right? That is again a massive wealth creation time during this four-year period. And now if we take the last 2 years from 2024 and till now, Nifty gave zero returns, right? There are multiple reasons for that. One, Nifty's valuation had reached the top. The broader market stocks all were expensive, and basically it was a time correction which was inevitable. Companies performed well, reasonably well, and now the market started coming down. So from the high of 26,300, now we are trading at 22,500 levels, which is 15% from the all-time high. It's not massive correction if you take the history, but if you take the stocks, right, from the broader market, if you take stocks, many stocks are available for fair valuation or cheap valuation. But the question is, are you ready to grab this opportunity? Because some people are saying that Nifty will go below 20,000. Maybe it could be. I'm not denying the fact that it will not go. But what if there is a sudden pushback? Or forget about pushback. If the stocks are within your range, right? I mean the valuation basis. Even if it goes down, say certain percentage, if you have conviction, right, on that particular stock, and if you have conviction, like I mentioned at the beginning, in the Indian stock market and in the Indian economy, don't you think that at some point of time it will definitely bounce back and we will continue or we will resume our bull market? At least I strongly feel so. It's just a matter of time before we bounce back from these levels and we create new all-time highs. So, but for that, you have to believe in our India growth story. You have to believe in our stock market and you have to believe in our Indian companies, right? And their performance. That's what I want to talk about in this video. If you are a pessimist, if you think that we are going to go down further and there is no future for us, then it's pretty difficult. It's very hard to make money for you, right? You take all the investors, everybody made money through stock market only by believing in India's story or India's economy or India's future. That's what I want to emphasize in this video, that have belief in our companies, in our promoters, and have belief in our economy. Governments will come and go, political parties will change, but ultimately our nation, our economy, our people, we will definitely progress every single year. So I don't have any doubt about that. I completely believe in our ability as a nation, and believing that I am investing into our stock market, and I strongly believe that we will make good wealth in the upcoming 5, 10, 20 years, right? So that's the takeaway I want to share in this today's video. So have positive mindset, be optimistic, but at the same time be rational also. You have to take strategic decision. When I say be optimistic, I'm not talking about buying stocks at any valuation. No, you have to be very strategic about your purchase. You have to buy stocks when it is cheap or it is fair, but you should definitely have a positive outlook towards our economy. Hope it this video is helpful for you, and if you are liking my content, do subscribe to this channel. I will come up with another video. Till then, take care. Bye.